The report showed that around half of the 100 countries that have been reviewed globally had no mention to climate changes in their national curriculums. And I think this is an alarming challenge. So the national curriculums, what we are teaching our POPs, our students, doesn't yet reflect the concept of climate changes. This is one. 70% of the young people cannot even explain what climate change means. So I think we have, if my question was what is expected to do, and I think we have a big challenge now, how to make those concepts, those commitments really understood clearly on different communities in our societies. The major challenge, the second one, when I see it's very important, even if you are in universities, schools, whatever, the impact. So how we are impacting our communities through a lot of declarations. Gentlemen said about the previous COP in UAE, have a challenge of financing. Global South has its own point of view, etc. But what is the impact from one COP to the second one? And if the impact is existing and we agree on the impact, how will we measure it? So I think we found it as a challenge from our side. It's always a place of opportunities and hope. It's always. This is, I think, how our societies have been working during our history. And I think the previous speaker, I'm sorry to get the name, Mrs. Kama, just explained very nicely those technical terms what has been between the state parties and of the previous COPs, as you know. But I hope that we could come up with a real partnership where parties as a global South or a global North feel the ownership of the solutions. Blaming each other, who is causing, who is not causing, what are the resources, who is polluting more, etc. Its debate has been for years. But I think we have to be given the parties the ownership of the solution as the global South, mainly to have this ownership, not saying only the North is polluting because industrialized countries using the minerals, using the oil, and now they are asking us to pay for those consequences. And I think maybe Quentin was, and Daniel also were referring to the Global South, which started in the previous COP. I hope that this Global South dialogue will continue, but also focusing on very concrete financial contributions. Because without financial contributions, we will have only just, we hope, we promise, but no money will not contribute in changing the situation. But from our side as UNESCO, where the education is our major pillar, we hope and we see that this is an opportunity for partnership for education. So the partnership through the education can be seen through different or even mainly 4 pillars. First, greening institutions, it means schools and universities. Second, green the curriculum, put inside the contents, at least, as the colleagues say, the young people would understand the meaning of what is surrounding us, what it means the earth is warming for 1%, how we can feel these things. The third, teachers. So I think the teacher community need also to be clearly equipped and trained to understand the contents and the measures of non-handling correctly the climate consequences. Of course, the fourth pillar, in my opinion, this is the communities. And I think schools will not be working in ISO. International organization will not be working in silos. So I think this is where there's a real partnership of communities could come together. Everyone can do his part as he can.